Morning everybody, out for the morning walk yet again. So last night's live stream was pretty good, got a lot of views. I think people are starting to wake up to the fact that there is no political solution out of our current situation, and to shorten what I said in my live stream last night, any political solution is 4 years away. And the issue with that is the battle for this country is being fought now, today. And 4 years it'll be too late. So any party that comes into power in 4 years is just going to be picking up the pieces. They're not going to be solving anything, unfortunately. The country will be long gone before the next general election. And again, like I said in the live stream last night, even if there was a general election tomorrow, because that's what people are calling for, even if there was a general election tomorrow, there's literally no party that could save this country. Yeah, so Reform Party gets in. What exactly are they going to do? They're going to be milquetoast. They're going to be weak. They're not going to be able to stand up to the civil service. They won't affect any change. So we'll just limp on with the same problems, nothing being solved or anything like that. And with all the revelations that have come out about Nigel Farage, about how in, I think it was 1989, he voted for the Green Party, it's starting to look less and less like Nigel Farage was ever right wing. I don't think he was ever right wing. The bare minimum, he was centre right, barely on the right, barely touching the right. He was more on the left than he was on the right in that regard. And if you look at the Reform Party as a whole, it's a left-wing party. It's totally a left-wing party. It has become what it has absorbed. It's absorbed all these Tory wet defectors, people from the Labour Party councillors, Tory Party councillors. None of these people had the vision to save the country. The only thing they had the vision to save was their own necks and their own political careers. They don't care about the people of this country. They just care about their paycheck and staying on the gravy train. That's why the Reform Party isn't going to save jack shit. They're not. No way in hell. And it's not what they say, it's their actions that have proved this, isn't it? We've only got to look at what they've actually done rather than what they've said. So they've basically gone back on their word on the Independent Muslim Grooming Gang inquiry, gone completely back on that. They promised us a strategic analysis of how to deport all the illegal immigrants in this country. That was promised before the May elections and said it would be out before the end of May. Never materialised. Nigel Farage did an interview saying it was just purely an aspiration at that point. So he never had any intentions of doing any of this. So from that, we must take from Nigel Farage that everything he says is a lie and he has no intentions of doing anything that he says. Richard Tice is just the anti-Ed Miliband. He talks more about net zero than Ed Miliband on X. So he's useless because that's not something really that anybody's ever interested in. We don't care about it whatsoever. Lee Anderson's just another career politician. He just defected to the Reform Party to save his own neck and his own career. He's not going to do anything. Sarah Poachin has been in more parties than any of them. She defected more times, and if the Reform Party collapses, she'll just jump ship to another party. The Reform Party is weak on everything. It's got no policy. It's not going to save the country. So what does that leave us with? That leaves us with Advanced UK. Now, although I like Ben Habib, I don't think he's going to save the country either, because I've read between the lines. I watched the Liam Tufts live stream where he said he wouldn't ban the burqa. He's now saying that he would have a referendum on re-immigration. We don't want a referendum on re-immigration. We want a party that's going to go in there and do it straight away, because that's what's needed. Mass deportations, re-immigration of people that shouldn't be here, that have been given citizenship that simply shouldn't be here. Let's look, you know, all the Afghanis, they need to go. They need to be get gone. Anybody here that's claiming benefits that isn't working, that is a foreign national, that's been given citizenship, you're gone. That's what needs to happen. Hard line, hard right politics. Not wishy-washy centre-right politics, where people go in there to negotiate and then come back empty-handed because they realise that the hard left don't want to negotiate because they're stuck in their position. They're not going to negotiate with anybody. So you need somebody to go in there with strength that is going to shake things up, that is going to take on the civil service. I don't think even Ben Habib will be able to take on the civil service. He's politically naive. He's literally got no experience of being in Parliament, none at all. And he didn't want to be leader of Advanced UK. And a reluctant leader isn't a good leader. You need somebody that really believes in the stuff that they're doing. And Ben Habib didn't believe in himself enough to want to be leader and to go forward. He wanted Rupert Lowe to be leader of Advanced UK. I think Ben Habib just wanted to be the chairman of the party. So, what else are we left with? All the other, 17 other little parties that are all fighting amongst themselves about who's the best. And to be honest with you, Ireland in that respect is putting us to shame, because when you've got the nationalists and the loyalists coming together to fight a common enemy who have hated each other for centuries, and they're putting that historical hatred away for the sake of their country, quite frankly, it embarrasses our right wing, sorry. It does. It makes us look like petulant children that are arguing over petty things, while the Irish are putting aside centuries old grudges to save their country. That's what needs to happen here. And if the leaders all united, then all their followers would unite behind them. That's what would happen. So leaders of right-wing parties in this country, get your acts together, put your petty differences aside and unite. If loyalists and nationalists in Ireland can put away decades, centuries of hatred for the sake of their country, you can put away your egos and unite and save this country and give the people what they want. Because if you don't, then everything that I said in my live stream last night is going to come true. We're going to head down that dark path of civil unrest and civil war. And then you'll be uniting pretty quick when you see the effects of that. That will be the catalyst that I think that will push the right wing in this country together, because they'll see the horrors for themselves and realise that the country is bigger than any of their petty differences. That's the way I see it. That is the way that I see it. It's got to happen. So yeah, I've rambled on enough. I shall see you all in the next video. This is Vindicator, sign off.